Bolanle Raheem, the female lawyer who had her life snuffed out by a bullet from an AK-47 service rifle allegedly fired by a policeman on Christmas Day in the Ajah area of Lagos, was pregnant with twins, according to Cable. This was revealed by her bereaved mother, Mrs. Salami, yesterday, when the Lagos State Commissioner of Police paid a condolence visit to the bereaved family. She recalled in tears how she hucked oranges to train her in school. This is just as late Bolanle's widower, Bolanle Raheem, narrated how he watched her gasp for breath until she passed on. On reaching the third hospital she was rushed to. Besides, President Muhammadu Buhari, who condemned the act, has directed the Inspector General of Police, IGP Alkalai Baba, to take action against the killer cop. This is just as the Lagos State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Moyosore Onibanjo, SAN, informed that he would lead the prosecution team in the trial of the killer cop. During a condolence visit on the bereaved family by the Commissioner of Police, Lagos State Police Command, CP Abiodun Alabi, late Bolanle's mother confirmed that her daughter was pregnant. Unable to hold back the tears, she wailed, "I will not see my lawyer again. She has been taken away from me. She was pregnant with twins. She died with her glory, leaving a 5-year-old baby behind." Continuing in tears, she said, "On Monday, my granddaughter came to me said, 'Grandma, in Iju Ishaga, I saw you yesterday crying. Was it because of my mommy?' I said yes. Then she came again and told me that Pastor Jerry said what God cannot do does not exist. So, Grandma, stop crying,' and she kissed me on the cheek. Just like that, she was taken away from me." Oluwabenga, referring to the deceased husband, "You won't see your love. It is not easy. A child that I have been training since childhood. I suffered over her. I hucked oranges. There is nothing I did not do." Widower of the late female lawyer, Benga, who is yet to come to terms with the reality of his wife's demise, remained upstairs in his duplex at the Atlantic Layout Estate, Lakowe, Ajah, yesterday, where close friends and relatives were consoling him. Recounting the tragedy that befell his family, Mr. Raheem said, "On December 25, 2022, I woke up with my wife, children, my niece and nephew that came to spend the holiday with us. My church in Ikoyi was having a program, so we decided to go to a nearby church. After service, my wife said we should take everyone out since it was Christmas. We went to Alibaba supermarket near Abraham Adesonia, where we got ice cream. Thereafter, we went to Domino's Pizza, near Thomas Estate. We had our pizza and ice cream. From there, we headed towards Ajah to do a U-turn to come back to Abraham Adesonia. As we were making the U-turn, we saw policemen stopping cars. They said we should stop. In the process, we heard a loud sound on my wife's side window. All of a sudden, I saw her chest open and blood was gushing out. Immediately, I ran out. My sister-in-law, who was also with us, ran out and held the policeman. The policeman cocked his gun on her. Talking to him was pointless. I ran back into the car to see if anything could be salvaged on my wife. I saw her gasping for breath. By that time, my sister-in-law had brought the policeman to the car and pushed him to the front seat. We headed to Budo Specialist Hospital, but they said they couldn't handle it, that we should go to Doren Hospital. On reaching Doren Hospital, they tried to put bandages and cotton wool on her chest. They asked what happened. I said a policeman shot her. They tried to put oxygen on her because she said she couldn't breathe. They tried to put a syringe in her hand too. The nurse eventually said that since it was a bullet, they couldn't handle it and that we should take her to Granville Hospital at VGC. On reaching Granville, they declared that she was no more. The police carried her body and put her in their vehicle. They wanted me to follow them, but I said I needed to go and settle my children, whom I dropped off at Budo Hospital. I went back to take them to the house. One of my neighbors saw me on the road and helped me take them to the house. So I got back to the police station. My friends and neighbors came around and wanted to pray for the body, but the police had taken her to the mainland." Describing the killing of the female lawyer and member of the Nigerian Bar Association as heinous, President Buhari, in a statement issued yesterday by his senior special assistant on media and publicity, Malam Garba Shehu, expressed shock at the policeman's act. He said the incident was a stark reminder of the recurring menace of the mishandling of weapons, adding that it was a wake-up call to law enforcement agencies to ensure full implementation of reforms instituted by the administration on the subjects of weapons handling, as well as the protection of the rights of citizens. He said, "In this hour of grief, the nation stands in solidarity with the bereaved family and the NBA. I assure you that justice will be done in this case. Also reacting to the killing, the Police Service Commission, PSC, described it as an irresponsible and savage act, adding that it had directed the police leadership to hasten investigation into the matter and forward its report to it for consideration and further disciplinary action. A statement by spokesman of the commission, Ikechukwu Ani, further called on the police to put in place a formidable program for further training of its men in weapon handling, noting that the case of unprovoked shooting and killing of innocent Nigerians had become worrisome. The commission notes that the police, by its creation and constitutional mandate, are expected to protect and save lives and not the other way round. The acting chairman of the commission, Justice Clara Bata Ogunbiyi, on behalf of the management and staff, commiserates with the family of the deceased, especially her husband who was driving her home when they were accosted by the trigger-happy policeman, the statement read. Also, presidential candidates in the 2023 general elections took to their respective Twitter handles to condemn the policeman's action. 5 of the candidates agreed in separate statements that the Nigeria police force must be immediately reformed and sanitized to end cases of police brutality and extrajudicial killings of citizens.